Hi there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim here with your next 3-day messages. Hope you're doing good. Excuse me, in my throat. Some coffee. Okay, spirit guides, angels, please give me messages here for their highest good for Taurus. Starting with Kim Krans Wild Unknown archetype deck. Why do these cards always come out together? These two cards, when one comes out, the other one almost always comes out. No matter how much I shuffle, it always happens. Okay, it looks like you are in alignment for, I'll show you what's on the bottom. Let's pull out the one that's on the bottom. Wow. We have two that are on the bottom that I'll take out. This one was the very bottom. This one's here after. Okay. This tells me where you're headed, what you're headed towards. This card is about a prayer being sent out, asking for the universe or your angels or some higher power to intervene. Okay, this is a reaching out for that assistance. It's the prayer. And it seems like this prayer has been answered. It can have something to do with your security and your finances, because I have the Castle card. Could be about wealth, finances. Or it could just be that that's exactly where you're headed here anyway. Wealth can be in different forms, but okay, we'll get to that. So the pilgrim is about the person who is, so it's like you're seeking something with the prayer. We're seeking something. We're seeking intervention, or we're seeking an answer, right? And the answer comes to you from the pilgrim, who is like the seeker energy in a sense, the pioneer, but they're searching for something, maybe just new land, new discovery, new adventure. It's associated with an adventure. And the river, the reason I pulled that is because I feel like it is spirit here saying you're about to be pulled into the flow that spirit has ready for you to assist you, to help you. And any resistance to the flow of the river is just going to cause struggle or hardship for you, making something a little bit harder than it has to be. So just go with the flow, kind of enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. So they're wanting you to focus on that and be prepared to be swept up. Really be prepared to be swept up. This prayer is being answered in a unique, mysterious, of course, way. And you have a lot of gain. The Castle card in the deck means the penthouse. The enough money energy here that some people would be jealous or envious of it. But it's about wealth, and the card asks you to ask yourself, what does wealth mean to you? Because people have different definitions of what it would be like to step into true wealth. Okay, so for some people it is the penthouse and a fancy car, and for others it's a plot of land next to their favorite coastline. For others it might be a farm. For others it's including, I want the happy family too, I want the love part. That would make me truly wealthy and feeling rich in life. And so it's leading you to that. Leading you to that. Yeah, so don't resist this flow at this stage, I would think. Let's get a card to help us. An extra card here from the Sirens song. About this adventure. About this, enjoy the journey. Deep into our thoughts. So we're deep into... See the water? There's water on the card too. See, he's kind of up to his waist in water here. That's interesting. And Cupid's kind of pointing an arrow to his head. To his head. So when a book appears, it looks like this person's holding a secret, and it can be just imagine a secret admirer, somebody who's got you on their mind a lot, and they're keeping it kind of a secret that they think about you so much. That's this energy. So man or woman, it can be somebody that's deep in their thoughts about you. Like Cupid has hit them so profoundly that now they can't stop thinking about you. So you have that. So there's that. Unexpected money and prison. Yeah, the prison energy is when this would be cause to send out a prayer. When you're in this energy, if we're feeling lacking in freedom in any way, when we maybe don't have the finances to do exactly what we want to do, go on the trip that we want to go on, or live in the place where we like to live, or even feeling trapped a little bit in a commitment, if it's something that you're wanting to get out, but we have a lot of obsessive thinking here about that. Now you could be deep in your thoughts about that, but I feel like that would be what the prayer would be about. And unexpected money is not a surprise. And an ending here. So it's an ending to, this is on the bottom, an ending to a snaky situation. A snaky situation. Ending to the mind prison too. So all that worry is going to be alleviated if you're having worries right now or concerns about even if it's a lack situation where you feel like it's a tangible, I lack something that I would like, that I need, then it's the ending of lack consciousness. So I want to get another, let's get another card from a different deck. Magnetic field. Just as much as you desire something or want it, it desires you too. And this is that force of you and your desire coming closer, undeniably closer together. Just the void about fusion. Jeez. Fusion. Seems to be a reading about moving on from something, because something that feels void, maybe there's something here about deep connection that is really desired, and because I have rotation and revolution here, and the void, I know a lot can be found in the void. It is a good significant card in that sense that you can have limitless possibilities to think about everything. But in this reading, I think it's because you're in a period where there's something here about wanting more touch, interaction, closeness with the fusion card to become one or two forces, actually create another force is what fusion is about. Two energies that can create a third one. Stratopause means that you're at this spiritual bus stop where going with the flow might be in this direction or that direction. You're going to have a choice in the matter of what direction, but once you're swept up into the flow, you're swept up into the flow. And it may literally be saying, try not to resist making a decision to go in a different direction. Because I'm thinking that the void here is a feeling of wanting something. Of wanting something. Or desiring something. And rotation and revolution it's the card is moving on. It's like move from there. Move from where you're at. Either physically or internally. Something needs to shift. So it could be about that. So ultimately, there's going to be a decision and a big bang event. Okay. 3333 says to open up the key to abundance through being grateful. Gratitude, a very high vibration energy, brings in more things, lets the universe know that you're going to give this energy of, oh, thank you so much, this is what I wanted to see. Every time you do that, for every little thing, the universe is going to respond by sending you more of that type of attraction to that thought, to that emotion of gratitude. Something happens pretty quick, and this is unexpected. We don't plan on the Big Bang energy. It's not planned. It's something that just, when it comes, it's here. It's a big bang. It creates literally everything. So this prayer is going to be answered in a very big way. Let me make sure everything's in view. Amazing. This prayer is going to be answered in a really, really big way for you. If you're needing to have more finances, then they're going to come in really strong. And like, these are the people that have basically money to spare with the castle. Millionaires, billionaires, whatever. It's a big energy for that. All of a sudden, everything is created for you. All of a sudden, everything is created for you. Nice. A lion. King of the jungle. It's majestic. It has an air of, nice. So I have the lion, I have the phoenix, and I have the crow. The lion is about this majestic, almost royalty energy, and it's signifying that you have reached a level of mastery. Maybe it's through manifestation, creation, getting high spiritual ranking here, in a position to lead, inspire others, lead others, looked up to. Wealth to the lion might be the pride, the pack, the pride, the wealth of support. Like, in some way, all of it's connected, right? But you're running into wealth of because of this energy that you embody, this old wise soul energy, and people want to look up to you, want to learn from you. They want to figure your energy out here, because if you just see a lion, you don't even have to see it actually. If a lion were to walk in your area, your path, you would feel it. You would feel there's something so majestic about these beautiful big cats. And the way that they hold, if you've ever looked at their posturing, the way that they hold their heads and things like that, and they just know. And there's always a leader. You always see the leader. So the Phoenix here is beautiful, because maybe this is a transformation that you're going through, some sort of complete, this is a completely new you, a completely new identity. You had to rise from your own ashes. Remember, the Phoenix is a mythical bird. Every 500 years or so, it burns its own self. It makes its own altar of cloves in order to annihilate itself. Everything must go. Everything ends. Even the worry, even the strife too. Everything ends and goes into a death rebirth cycle. This is beautiful. This is the major transformation. Nothing is going to look the same or be experienced the same to you ever again when you have a Phoenix moment. And there's something very, well, I get Earth Angel energy from that too. From those wings just look very similar to what I would try to draw or paint as being angel wings. They remind me of angel wings. They actually kind of remind me of Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel. I'm getting kind of both of those if you work with angels. I don't actually mention, I love angels, but I don't mention them by name much. So if I'm picking up on it, there's a reason. There's some sort of protection and from Michael, and there's a creative force energy from Gabriel. There's a message trying to get to you about something that is being completely transformed into. Be prepared for this. The Phoenix rises in its new form with its new body. So, like I said, there's something magical about this. Magical in the way a prayer is being answered. Magical in the whole journey itself. Working with the elements, or just being near the elements, allowing them to help you might be significant, especially like water. The flow of your intuition getting better, getting stronger. The crow can represent magic in our life. Magic. You know, I always get to, and this won't say it in the guidebook, but when I see crows, I think immediately, first of all, I'm like, how many are there? Because there's I think of them as messengers through signs and signals, symbols, occultism, so things that are hidden, not in plain sight. So like the certain number of that is associated, whether something is positive or maybe leading towards a warning, or just the magic that can be found in animal symbolism. So what is being created is that egg. That's the manifestation, and it's so colorful, and it looks like something really. It looks similar to see these energies, the pilgrim and the prayer, and then that thing that's being created there looks very similar to those energies. So this is about the magical journey. That's about the magical journey. If you haven't felt like it's been magical, then get ready. Something's about to get magical, mystical. Increase in signs because of this waking up to a new form, a new you, and a new everything, attitude, life, everything. And that lion definitely embodies magnetic pull or magnetism. Look at magnetic personality. Strategy, plan, 7 of Swords. I think it's strategy or plan. Let me see what else is next. But strategy or plan, or thinking ahead, not telling everybody your next move. Especially when it comes to a new beginning and something loving, maybe having to do with love. Could be, some of you all could be ending a situation in which there was a lot of optical illusion or illusionary harmony even. Could have felt like there was, and so maybe that's why we're ready for a new start in something loving, or a new start with the job. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling. I'm getting the feeling here that there's, even if there's a message of love, if it is associated with this, the ending that's happening, or this void feeling, that we don't believe it, or we don't believe, if somebody's saying something to us and they're part of this older energy, or they're an old relationship, I feel like it's like something that you don't buy, you don't believe. That could be why. It could be why it's ending, why something's ending. Oh my gosh. Oh, nothing worse than unintentional cold coffee. Okay. I'm laughing because I saw that on the bottom. I didn't pull it out. They have done this to me all day when it comes to these readings, where if I notice it, if I look down, I'm like, yep, that's a temperance card. Try to reshuffle. Nope, it'll come out. They do it with all of the cards too. So we've got something going here with this whole Earth Angel message to be passed on to you, because temperance usually has an angel on it, and they're just giving me a very different message here now about being tapped into the flow of what you came here to do as an Earth Angel. And if you run into, like, as a consequence of being in your Dharma, or in your, you might not resonate with calling it that, okay, but your purpose, your Dharma, if it involves unexpected money, or a lot more money than you thought, know that not to demonize it, not to view it as evil, but to use it in a different way. If that applies to you, where, oh, I don't really care if I have millions, okay, but if there's something here that's for your, that will help you help others with your work, what you came here to do, 8 of Pentacles, then it's okay. It's okay. Drop that belief. Yes, some people use it in evil ways. That's absolutely true. That's not a lie. But the energy of money isn't evil itself. It's just simply that, an energy. And the way that it's used is the way that it's used. You could be a part of a new wave of millionaires, billionaires here in order for that, in order to see real change of currency, the river, the movement and the flow of currency, to keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. There's something here about that too. So you're really good at something here. 8 of Pentacles, really good. Some sort of work, mastery level that you have already. And they're saying you're ready for something kind of new to channel in your skills and abilities. Oh, a big explosion here. A big bang that has to do with who you are going to be cooperating with, and also people wanting to work with you. Work being recognized. I'm getting recognition from others for your work. Or in a way, like, so if you're not, because not everybody is at a point in their life where they're actually working. Some people are watching this that are retired, or whatever, or maybe they're off grid. They don't do a traditional way of how we view work. Then this is talking about people wanting to learn from you how you work, how you piece things together, form a plan, and make things happen. Because even though you may feel at times, and maybe it's currently, that you feel like you're in a void or something's not happening for you, other people don't view it as that. And every time you kind of do this rise, or you manifest something, it's actually expected by a lot of people. They want to learn from you, and they recognize talent, and ability. And the Stratopause has an extra message to it, by the way. That's if you feel like you're in a void or that something is not moving, know that it is shifting. I noticed the rotation card in the reverse, so I understand that it doesn't feel like that all the time, but that this is temporary. You're just simply coming to a destination where you're waiting on this bus. And it's a spiritual bus. And you get to choose. And this is not a place. You think about what happens when you wait at a bus stop. You're not planning any significant amount of time, really. I mean, you hope not to be there more than an hour, I would say. 4 to the 5 of Pentacles. Well, okay. Whoa. You see what I see? 3, 4, 5 of Pentacles. That's good. The 6 of Swords. Yes. This is coming out of lack consciousness or coming out of a difficult time. You have a solid plan. You have a firm foundation. And though the outside, because fives come with the energy of there may be unpredictability right now in the economy. I mean, we know that. But that is a number that's change and unpredictability. But know that you're in alignment to come out of that energy or that space. It might be a financial or earthly concern, kind of a void. Tell me about the Big Bang then, because it is associated with you leaving something. It's associated with your success. You 6 of Pentacles. This is the direction that you're going in. Yeah. 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. What is missing? 7. Ooh, okay. Okay, here's the reason why 7 is missing. So this definitely means you're going to be very successful. But the reason why you have number 7 missing is because though you're at this stop and something is going to be your decision, it is letting spirit take the wheel. So when you get into this flow state, it's similar to a Big Bang energy coming in that you cannot prepare or plan for. All you can do is keep giving and receiving the way that you know to be fair in life. Keeping life as balanced and in as much harmony as you can. Success will follow. But that planned energy, I don't think you can plan for this type of big amount, honestly. Or this type of change. Because it's of all that energy. And they're saying that it's going to take you from the spot that you're in right now with the 6 of Swords and 8 of Cups and provide escape in a different direction. And this is the direction that's going to lead to a lot of success. So no resistance, go with the flow. It looks like you're in alignment. You may have your mind on the money right now, and I think that you're going to be doing just fine. Oh wow, 7-7 on the split. 7-7 baggage. Why can't I talk today? Baggage, unresolved issues, but get ready to pack them all into a suitcase because you're going to the next phase anyway, and it's going to be a long journey. You need to keep the idea of the fairy tale being alive because think about it, everything that was once deemed impossible was made possible by someone that thought that it possibly could happen, and then it like opens up consciousness, and a lot of other people then start being able to do it too. What's very evident in that type of comparing it to that would be the mile. If you notice where people have broken records of running the mile, all of a sudden once one person can do it, a lot of other people can do it. And I know this comes in different ways, so just know that the impossible is possible. Daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after is possible. And 7, 7. 7. Nice. Oh, nice. Even better. We'll take these two and I'll close out your reading. We have a very emotionally nice, loving, connected energy of Cancer, and about home and being successful and attaining something that you're wanting to attain. So we have the heart and home, happy home, security, love, kindness, family, belonging, bliss, contentment, comfort, established, fulfilled, legacy, boundaries, affection, peace, heart's desire, longevity. The rainbow is wish granted, serendipity, blessing, patience pays off, abundance, hope, good luck, patience, promise, God send creation, manifesting wealth, prosperity, and perfect timing. That's what I have for you, Taurus. I'm sending you love and light. If you would like a private reading, by the way, they are pre-recorded readings, and they are start at $20 and go up. Kind of keep it affordable for people. Information's in the description box below. And don't forget to give the video a like if you did enjoy it. I appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and come back because I do energy readings like this all the time. Bye.